They call it planting. But really, it's sacrifice. You break the ground. You expose the soil. You bury a seed alive and walk away, knowing full well it will suffer in silence, long before it ever dares to sprout. That's the planting industry. It's not just about agriculture. It's the blueprint of every human life worth remembering. Because growth has a price, and no one escapes the cost. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt buried? Like the world covered you in dirt, and everything went dark? Maybe that wasn't the end. Maybe that was the beginning. Maybe you were being planted. The soil is not your enemy. In the planting world, nothing grows without pressure. Seeds don't get to float in sunlight. They don't grow on silk or marble. They grow in the dirt, in the cold, in the dark. That's where roots form. That's where identity begins. That's where your endurance is tested, and your direction is forged. So when you feel alone, when the world turns its back, that's your soil. That's your classroom. And you better learn to love it. Because no strong tree was ever grown in comfort. Farmers understand sacrifice. You know what farmers do? They prepare the land months before planting. They wake up before the sun, digging, sweating, bleeding. For what? For something they might not even see. They sacrifice first, without guarantee. They don't hope. They plant. That's faith in action. That's stoicism in motion. They don't whine about the sun or the rain. They don't blame the seasons. They just keep sowing. Because they understand a truth most people forget. If you don't sacrifice today, you'll never harvest tomorrow. The law of delayed gratification. Do you want to know what separates the successful from the stuck? The successful are willing to suffer now for a result that may take years. That's what the planting industry teaches you. Delay is the rule, not the exception. A tree takes years to grow. A crop needs time. And so do you. You can't microwave greatness. You have to plant it, water it, protect it, and sometimes watch it fail. That's how the strongest roots are formed. Burn the fields, save the soil. Sometimes, the land is exhausted. Sometimes you've been planting in the same place for too long, and it's not growing anymore. What do farmers do? They burn the field. Not to destroy it, but to renew it. It looks like chaos. Smoke, ash, flames. But the fire sets the stage for rebirth. That's how life works. Sometimes, you've got to burn the bridges. Cut the habits. Let the version of yourself that's no longer serving you die. Sacrifice isn't just doing more. Sometimes it's losing what you thought you needed. Sacrifice is not optional, it's the entry fee. Everyone wants growth. Everyone wants success. But very few want to pay. You want mental strength? Sacrifice your comfort. You want clarity? Sacrifice distractions. You want deep love? Sacrifice your pride. You want peace? Sacrifice your past. You want to build something real? Something powerful? Then understand this. You cannot grow unless something dies. The seed must lose its form. The old shell must break. It doesn't look pretty, but it's the only way. The myth of quick harvest. Too many people plant once and expect a forest. That's not how life works. True growers, true builders, plant again and again and again. They understand. Some seasons will yield plenty. Some will bring drought. But you show up anyway. Because planting is not a task. It's an identity. You don't wait for life to give you permission. You prepare the ground. You invest your pain. You give your time. And you wait. That's power. That's maturity. That's legacy. No roots, no growth. We live in a world of speed. Fast fame. Fast money. Fast attention. But there's a reason most of it dies overnight. Because they didn't build roots. If you want to last, you better learn how to go deep. You better learn how to sit in darkness without complaining. How to endure rejection without losing hope. How to serve without applause. Because growth that's only visible won't survive the storm. But growth rooted in sacrifice will. The farmer and the philosopher. The farmer says, I work. I wait. I trust. The philosopher says, I suffer. I question. I grow. But the truth is, they're the same person. You are the farmer of your future. You are the philosopher of your pain. And you are the seed being planted in this moment. Will you break? Or will you bloom? Sacrifice has a face. Behind every harvest, there is a scar. Behind every success story, a story of loss. Ask any parent who gave up sleep for their child. Ask any athlete who gave up parties for practice. Ask any entrepreneur who gave up luxury for purpose. Success is not glamorous. It is not easy. It is built on what you're willing to give up. The question isn't how far can I go? The question is, what am I willing to leave behind to get there? This is your planting season. You are in a season of planting. Don't mistake your lack of results for failure. This is where the roots are growing. This is where the foundation is set. Keep digging. Keep planting. Keep believing. Because one day, you'll wake up to a field of everything you sacrificed for. And you'll know, none of it was in vain. You are the seed. You are the soil. You are the sower. And the sacrifice? That's your offering to the future version of you. Now plant. And don't look back.